starting to record. There you
So
go.
we finally made it out of the. What the hell was that? It seemed impossible for us to log in on Skype. Why? What did you do? Like now, out of a sudden it works. But what did you do?
Nothing. Just re-logged in, rebooted, whatever. You did
I mean,
something too, maybe. Maybe you did something.
no, I'm on my normal account, and we've been trying for a whole day to get in touch.
What's your password?
Glad it works right now. How are you doing?
Hey, you got a fancy mic. What's that, a Lewitt? What is that?
Yes.
Of course. Yeah. I've got many Lewitts, but I'm not so affectionate with them as you are. But this is very weird, right? Because I talked to
What?
you normally, and now I'm talking to you as like you're some hot internet star now.
And I had a great time chatting with Ia. He was supposed to guess band names. You want to do a couple of those because I have everything here. Guess the
Yeah.
band names, just for fun.
The band names?
Yeah, guess the band name. What's the band name? Come on.
How would I know that? Oh, the band
Oh,
Corn. Yeah.
Corn. Duh.
Oh, come on. Chicken foot.
Yay, chicken foot.
Yeah. Oh, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Jeff, it's so good to have you on the show. Welcome. How are you doing today?
Not bad. I'm just waking up. Actually, I've been sleeping in. This whole last year and a half has been a sleep in.
I know, me too. Me too.
And then, like maybe you're like this, maybe a lot of people are like this. The ones that don't have to wake up early and go to work still. It's like it used to be you wake up early and work a full day, and then you have the dinner with the family and wife, and you have your night and watch TV. And now it's like you just wake up and watch YouTube until like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here it goes. A, my favorite recipe. B, 1 out of 50 cards to discuss.
That
C,
one.
You don't even know what's C and D.
Doesn't matter.
C is heads up, and D would be the odd interview. Okay, all right. So it's
Heads
B.
up in the odd interview. CD, but I'll go for B.
All right. Okay, so I picked 3 cards. I'm going to tell you the titles of the cards. I'm going to tell you what the cards are about, and then I'm going to read the short story, and there's a question to discuss. And the timer will start as soon as I am done reading the question. So
Okay.
your options are the mind killer, the kidnapper, synesthesia.
I'm really nervous. I'll take the first one.
The mind killer? Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm going to read, and as soon as I post a question,
Oh, bad
the timer will
connection.
start.
Bad connection.
Shut up. You got this. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's the long one. You become friends with a charismatic Spanish insurance salesman who claims to be a mystic. At first, you think he is just an interesting weirdo, but then a mutual acquaintance mysteriously dies in his sleep, and your Spanish friend tells you, I killed that guy. I killed him with my mind. You find this disturbing and inappropriate, but you decide to let it go. 2 weeks later, an unpopular local politician dies in his sleep. I killed that man too, says your Spanish friend. I killed him with my mind. This is annoying and tasteless, but once again, you let it go. The very next day, the Spanish insurance salesman calls you on the phone and says, check the newspaper and see what I did with my mind. It's in the entertainment section. When you open the newspaper, you see an obituary for singer-songwriter Tori Amos. The article says she mysteriously died in the night before. Technically, this proves nothing, but you nonetheless confront your Spanish friend and tell him that you've grown tired of all his hypotheoretical mind murdering and that you no longer want to be his friend. Do you really dare to shut me out of your life? He says. You are my best friend. You must remain in my life. I'm not sure what I would do if I ever being betrayed by you.
Oh, no.
Question. Do you remain friends with this possibly delusional, possibly dangerous Spanish salesman? You have no physical proof that he can actually kill people with his mind. Go.
Telekinetic killer. I probably with Annihilator, I've probably written 100 songs about that. No, just to err on the side of caution. I think if there were no family, no children involved in this whole thing, and there was just
you
I
and
think
the Spanish salesman.
yeah, I would be too terrified that what if it was like 0.0001% chance that maybe this guy actually could.
Really? So
Yeah,
you would stay friends with him?
keep your enemies close, right? I do that in real life. I do that in real life. If you're in the music business, yeah, you got to do that in one sense, right?
But I mean, that guy is pointing out that he's killing people with his mind. So you really want to be in his life just for the sake of the 0.01% of him killing people with his mind?
Back off a little bit, but what if it was real? What if he could put a spell on me and I wind up in the newspaper even though nobody would know who the hell I am? Well, there was one guy, Yuri Geller, a long time ago. He turned out to be a fake. There was the Amazing Kreskin. Okay, I can go on. But who knows, right? Who knows?
I don't know. I would. It's just so much nonsense.
What would you do then?
Well, I would stand my ground and just go like, fuck off, dude. I mean, if somebody tells me that he or she is killing people with their minds, it's like so
but you know
unrealistic.
If you're saying he was a friend, or she or he was a friend, then they got lots of information on me that I don't want anyone else to know. And if they become my enemy, I get totally screwed the way...
Yeah, but that's a different thing. You don't want to have somebody that knows personal information of yours as your enemy so they can spread personal information. That's a different thing. But we talk about the guy could possibly kill you with his mind, which is impossible.
No, and also, I wonder... My reputation is much more important to me than murder and death. I mean...
What? You would rather die instead of like having people know personal stuff? What the hell?
I'm kidding. If the person's kind of crazy, if you can't actually go get them help, well, maybe they're possibly a little bit, you talk about maybe he's coming up with these scenarios where he's dreaming he's killing people with his mind, but what if the person actually does start to get physical and actually really does kill someone? I wouldn't want to just drop someone. Hey, it's like a hoarder. You don't take everything away from a hoarder in one shot. You got to do it slowly and carefully and get some help, right? So I would be a little bit careful how I dealt with that friend.
Okay, so you would rather stick to that friendship with the Spanish? I wonder why it's a Spanish salesman.
Well, no, you got to remember, if it's a friend, then you sort of have a little bit of allegiance to try to see if you can do your best to try to get that person some help. But if you can't, you got to try to get away safely, so to speak, so they don't target you as being an enemy instead of a friend.
Jeff, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for answering the question.
It's funny. That's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. I think that's cool putting people on the spot like that. I saw a couple of them now. Definitely, I was watching a few of them, right. And I was like, oh, wow. Like I like Bumblefoot. I think Bumblefoot's awesome. He's great. If you watch this video, just maybe 20 seconds back, you've got that card or paper there.
Yeah.
It looks like you're blowing a fart right at me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, like that.